Alright, chat, I am back. Let's look at probably the last one for the day, actually. Uh, uh, uh. I keep reading his name as Extreme Sus, Extreme as Ace, also known as Extreme Sus. I cannot be the only one, right? I cannot be the only one. Right, let's just look at the last review.
Traveling to Nepal. Ready for battle.
We are looking at Extreme as Ace here. Let's go forward. He's playing. Oh, let's read the thing. Save my nades for antis, so I didn't use them very much. Not that I got many antis. Second point, I mix click and do someone else. I think my aim is fine, but positioning needs work.
One. Round one. Capture the objective.
We are just moving forward here. Where do you position? You usually want to position on the right with snipers. Just because this silent is good. You can see the point, you can see this, you can contest this as well. And you got the minion. Like long range healing is usually pretty good around here. Whereas if you play here, you can't really see the point unless you pick the point. You can't really contest the point itself. You can't shoot here, and you can barely shoot here. Yeah, okay. You said you were saving your antis to go aggressive, so let's watch out for those. But as you can see from here, you can basically get the value. If you were playing here, right now, I would be like, yeah, just throw the anti above them. Or just wait until the bubble is down and then throw the anti. Or when they try to push you, just throw the anti, whatever you want. Or throw a sleep when the right puts a shield down. You even have a roadhog to keep you safe. When shield is down, you anti. His shield is broken. Just throw the anti at them. Oh! Good sleep though. Like at this point I would just be like anti-kill him, good. He's not dead, but he should be. Okay, good. We heal, we heal, we heal. This is fine. They got pollen, but they have no Rhine. So we should be able to just go aggressive at this point. Again, another instance of why you should be playing here. Kill your McCree, who by the way actually looks like crouching. He's mid-roll, but this is pretty funny. Oh, he is crouching. That was just a very weird position. But yeah, you could be healing your team, you could be shooting the enemy. From here, you can just do a lot more. Sorry. From here, you can just do a lot more than from this side of the map. Okay, this is probably a good time to explain the three things I always look for when I'm positioning myself as support. The three things I always look for. First, a sideline, right? You should always, this is the most important, like, this actually going priority importance. The silent is the most important part, and you are completely neglecting that because from here, you can kind of see this and you can kind of see this, but you cannot really heal on point. You cannot really shoot at this, but most importantly, if your team's holding here, you cannot really heal them. Whereas again, from here, you can see basically the entire map. So this has a better sideline. So the first one is sideline. The second one is cover or high ground. If you want to take high ground is better because high ground is actually just cover. You know, playing on the high ground basically means you can take a step back and you have cover. But having cover is important so that you don't get sniped, you don't get shot from everywhere, right? So again, this provides you cover. You can just play around this pillar. You shoot like there, shoot around the pillar. If you want to shoot this way, you can play around this a little bit. So yeah, you got cover. It's not as important as a silent though. But at the very least, you do have cover. Like you can use this as cover. You can use this as cover if you really want to go this way. So this spot is good for cover. And the third one is a safe retreat. which means you really want to have a way to go to a safer position, or at least have some sort of help if you have to, well, if you get hit, right? If you get shot, if you get damaged, if there's someone coming for you. From this position, you've got a mini, which you can take to survive. If you want to retreat this way as well, this is safe. And again, you got a mini, so you can get the mini as you retreat and then come back to get it again if you need to. Or you can retreat to the mega, which is not ideal because you do have to walk out in the open, but it's better than dying. If like a tracer is coming for you, yeah, you just go to the mega. Whereas from here, you don't really have many places to go, and you don't have any like this is a longer rotation than just this to get to the mega. You can kind of go this way, but again, long rotation. You got no health packs nearby. Like again, this mega and this mega are the closest one. Where if you're here, you just have the mini. Overall, this position has a worse sideline, which is more important. Has probably better cover. Let's do it like this. Has probably better cover, but again, less important than the sideline, and has no safe retreat. And those are the things I usually look for. And this the main one, the main reason I'll tell you to be playing here on this side is of the silence. You just have such good silence. The reason I'll be telling you, like, this is how I try to find safe spots to play as a support. I just go like, okay, where do I have the best sideline, right? Here, okay, do I have a safe, any cover? Yeah, so I will be playing here probably. Why here and not maybe like here? Well, cover is good, but I also have a mini on top of me, and if I have to, I can go away. You just wasted both of your resources there. Like, no reason for you to left click and right click left click and right click, sleep and nade the shield. Just wait a little bit until he's got pressure, then you can throw them, because his shield will be low. Keep your Zarya alive. If you have no Nano Zarya to keep her alive, Nano Zarya to keep her alive. We don't have to, which is fine. Green itself, but yeah, this is fine. Again, I don't love this position, and as you can see, if the Genji presses you, he should be winning this 1v1, right? He's going away for some reason, but he actually forced you into a better position. If he chased you at this point, right? When you were here, if he just chased you, you don't really have anywhere safe to go. Like, death, open, and then to the enemy team. The only way you can go is this. And he can chase you and kill you, probably. He didn't, he just went away. For some reason, but... The Rhine dies. This fight is won. With Sanyon, it's not necessary, but... It's not a great value ult, so... Where we got a Nano. Sam, honestly, not the worst target in your team. You do have a Genji, so you're probably waiting for Nano Blade. You're going way too aggro. This is bad. So, two things. One, you shouldn't be going this aggressive. Again, you basically gave up your cover, your sideline, like everything, right? And you're very easy to kill right now. Also, Nani Rothok is not necessary. Not only does he have a Mega right here, he can heal and he's only dueling a Rhine. Rothok can, most of the time, win a duel against Reinhardt. Especially if he's gonna use his ult as well. Like, that was not a necessary Nano at all. We missed the sleep, which is fine. It's difficult to hit. Get the mini, get the mini, get the mini. Get the mini. Try to get the Genji. At least we were forced into a good position. So you can see that your Rothok is actually winning the 1v1 against the Zarya as well after killing the Rhine. Rothok is actually very difficult to kill by himself. Prioritize your tanks. 90% of the time, prioritize your tanks. We go for the Nano Blade. They trans. It's too late. Sleep the Rhine. Sleep the Rhine. Way too late with that sleep.
This is going
Like,
to hurt.
he was already bubbled. Like, you could see he was bubbled. You sleep him early or you wait until the bubble is over. Here's the point though.
Going
It's,
to be okay.
could you have gotten a bigger impact? Yeah, for sure. But there are two people down actually. We can just... Of course, you don't push forward. That's... I was gonna say, we can probably go aggressive here. Not you, but the entire team.
Watching your back. Heal up.
Great anti-net actually. The run may be dead. Yeah? Definitely we will fight. Forget damaging so much. Your Sarah needs heal. We missed the sleep, which is unfortunate. You're scoping to keep the Zarya top, which is fine. Again, I would rather you be doing that from the beginning. You can throw your nade in here. Like, as soon as you see someone poking out, you throw the nade here to get them purple and confirm that your Zarya can get a kill. Not worth the nade there. And looks like a lost fight. Oh, it saw you. It saw you. You're dead. And this was a very winnable fight, but we lost it because we couldn't keep the Zarya alive.
Done. Group up at my position.
Right now, your position is a lot better on this side, but we are basically just, at this point, just shooting whatever we can see. Your priority is usually keep your off support alive, right? Like Zenyatta in particular. If it's Lucio, if it's Mercy, if it's Brigitte, they actually should be keeping you alive. But because we have a Zen and Zen does so much damage, my first thought is, yeah, keep your Zen alive. Then keep the tanks topped off. Then your DPS. That's a great nade. A little late with it, but yeah, still definitely winnable. Genji's going for the blade, none of the Genji.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Way too late again, but you did it. You're just like, I feel like you're one step behind on most of your cooldowns. Like, this is always a second late. This is always a second late. This is always a second late. Your shots aren't bad, and again, I feel like you swap priorities as second late as well.
I'm on fire.
I feel like you should just make faster decisions. Good sleep on the vine, throw the purple at them. We win, okay?
Have your back.
So yeah, that's far pretty solid, but I think your decisions need to be made faster. I think you're taking maybe too long to make your decisions, and that's costing you like an actual second of game time.
To 0. Ready.
So again, what are we looking for? Long sidelines, the most important one. Then cover, then a safe retreat. Where do we want to play with those retreats? Probably here to begin with. Then we rotate probably here. Then we rotate to point. The reason you can play here fine is that you can see point no problem.
Get back.
Now your vine goes left, so you come here. It's fine. Don't go too aggressive though. Also use the nade. That's a good use of the nade. Like if someone is dying, don't be afraid to use the nade. It's better used offensively, but if someone is dying, using it defensively, it's fine. Keep your right up off, keep your right up off, yip. Throw the sleep, throw the nade out there. Throw the nade, throw the nade. We wasted that nade. We got the... No, we actually got no. I was gonna say we got the echo, but we really wanted to get the Rhine, but we got no one.
Go.
But yeah. Rhine's still alive, he's probably dead now, so yeah.
This will help.
Again, using the nade a second too late. You saw the Rhine put the shield down. You waited, and then you press the button. And your positioning wasn't the best either. Like, this is not good. You should want to play here. So you can pick out, heal, pick out, heal, pick out, heal. And if you have to back out, just back out. Rather than playing the open.
I have your back.
You're getting forward to contest, which I'm more than fine with. I think you might give it to Genji there, but it may actually be better used on Ryan. Like, your Genji doesn't have nano blade. If he had blade, I would be like, good idea. Right now, I would not have even used nano. I would be like, this fight is lost AF. Like, our Monkey is coming back, our Echo is dead, our Genji is basically dead as well. Even if you nano the Genji, he doesn't have blade yet. I don't think this fight is as winnable as you think it is. We nano the Rhine by accident, huh? He does manage to kill the Brigitte, but now he's dead. You missed the sleep. Okay, actually he kills the Genji. Now Orion's dead. We're contesting though, so that's good. But yeah, this fight has been lost since the beginning, basically. You using nano only meant that they also use nano. That's basically it. We get the Mega, which is fine.
That's much better.
They get a big anti, but they can't chase on it. They can't follow up on it. And you see it, and they'll go, you know what? I'm gonna go for one of my own when my team is nowhere in position to follow up on it. So now you cannot use another one for like 10 seconds. It's okay overall. Like reload, by the way, reload before going into a fight. Like right now, you should reload. Okay, you do reload. You're forced to reload, brother. Now we should be going for our aggressive nade. Good nade. Great sleep. That was actually a top level sleep. And we win the fight. Not of your sleep, but because we so many ults. We did not need that trance. But with this copy and blade and trance, these two were unnecessary. Sorry, these two were unnecessary. But I'll give it to the Genji. We did not need trance though. Like Genji probably just saw, oh, big play, lol, we go forward. Trance, unnecessary. Keeping your DPS alive is fine. Shooting the shield when there's nothing to do is fine. So again, you're a little too far forward. Again, I would be playing like all the way back here. There is no reason for you to be this far forward. Like you are a sniper. You don't want the enemy to be able to just come at you directly and kill you. You're a long range healer. You should not be this far forward. Like you get hit by that fight, right? Because you're playing so far forward, right? This flank, whoever it is, soldier is gonna get you because you're playing very far forward. Whereas if you were playing here, all you'd have to do is first you'd see the soldier, right, on your peripheral vision, or if you were checking every now and then, you would be like, okay, soldier, all I have to do is like this, and now he's no longer a problem, right? And also because you and Sen are playing so far forward, this could have been you being right on the choke. But also now you're basically just dead to the Rhine anyway. Yo, your sleeps are pretty good. I want to see that from your perspective. Moved in the air and still a flick sleep. That's pretty good. Save your Senyata and everything.
Nap time.
You got his ankle. That's pretty good. You're probably dead here, by the way. Grenade to ground, nade the ground, nade the ground! You didn't have it yet. But yeah, again, you're probably still dead, but you did save your Senyata. Who's probably still dead anyway. That was a sick sleep. Sadly, it did not actually accomplish anything, and it could have been avoided if you were just playing here. But that's a pretty sick sleep anyway. We just lose the fight, we lose the point. Don't use nano this time. Looks like it looks. You confirm a kill, which is fine. He has to come back now.
That's much better.
Is this a spot you know? Or are you just wasting the nade? You're just wasting the nade. Don't go for those. I know they're very flashy, but right now you could have your nade. If you do it, you have to do it whenever you are sure, like 100% sure, a fight is not gonna happen for another 10 seconds, so you can get it back. But right now, you could be engaging with your grenade. Like, you could be throwing it here. Because if you throw it above the Rhine shield, it actually splashes people around it. Shield the ground, and nade the ground here, because you need it.
You're powered up. Get in there.
He gets nano as well. His nano was fine, but you were playing very far forward. Remember, you want to play here. And then when your team goes forward, you rotate probably to here. And when your team goes forward again, then you rotate to point. Stop being so like, yeah, your position is probably the part that needs the most work of your kit. You are just playing on a very aggressive position when you don't have to. Your nades are not great either. Your shields have been pretty good. You have thrown a few away at the range shields, but when you flick the sleeps, you're getting them pretty good. Now you rally, like again, look how aggressive you're playing. You and Zenyatta both. Why are we doing this? Why are we not playing like here, where it's safer for us? We still see our team and the enemy team, you know? There's no reason for you to be playing in the open like this. We missed the shatter, or it's blocked either or. Saving the Rhine is a good call. Be careful for McCree, who's top left right now. And see how close you're playing to the Rhine? This is a problem. Lay the ground here. Yep, good night. They grab, it's fine. You try to sleep, not that necessary, but you try anyway. That's fine. You will play okay. And it's basically last fight, so using golds here is fine. Copy can just throw the grab. Just hit that grab. Yeah. You let this Rothok die. Like, I'm fine with this. Here, you should be like, okay, I'm gonna hit the Rothok right away. Kill the Rothok right away. Just shoot, just shoot, just shoot, just shoot. You don't shoot, then he gets purple and dies. So is it your fault? I think you could have gotten at least one shot before he got purple. You just go too late. Nade the Rhine? I know the sleep is fine, but if you can't nade the Rhine, he doesn't get any more killing, and he's in the middle of grab. Looks like a lost fight, actually. Yeah, you do have a third point. Did you lose that fight? No. Could you have done something to win it? Yeah, you could have done at least a couple things to keep your tanks alive for longer. So you could have gotten more value. Again, Ana positioning. This is good for the first engagement. You can see everything. You can pick out to the point. Then when we get point, if your team holds here, you just play around this, right? Or around this, or around this. This is my preferred position. It's like all the way back here. If you have to, if their team is coming this way, I play all the way back here, or all the way back here. This is pretty good as well, because if someone comes that way, I can just hide this way. If their team is coming main, then depending on where my team is holding, you can play here. You can play on the other side of point, like you can play all the way back here. If your team is holding like here. Or you can play here, but you have to be careful of the flanks. We win this fight. They should win this fight. Maybe not. I thought we had it like 100%. Now it's close. Hold on, let's look at this fight actually. So Ryan's going aggro. You don't nade the Ryan. You should definitely nade the Ryan here because he's low. So we do nade the Ryan. He still dies. But we kill the Reinhardt, which is good. So now we are 1 up actually. That sleep, again, don't throw it at nowhere. Reload. Whenever you're not doing anything, just pump out the reload so you can have all of your heals. Throw the nade. Okay, that nade is okay. It's not ideal. We didn't actually get the Genji, and it was, again, just a little too late to get the Genji. I don't think you could have gotten a shot though, because he was around the corner. Reload. Okay, we heal. Don't worry about that. Just heal. Okay, good. We are again, like this is a decent position when your team is pushing. You can see everything. We're playing on the high ground. You can retreat to the mega below you. I think you went to nade your Vine there, but just missed, which is unlucky. You should be focused on healing. This is fine. You went too far in the open. You can get the same silent but play here, and if he tries to chase you, all you have to do is this. Instead, you were playing like all the way over here. You can get the same sideline if you're playing from here. And if he chases you, you can even drop and get the mega. So don't go out in the open, just stay by your cover.
Listen to me instead of me.
You're going to the high ground, which is not ideal because right now you don't have any sideline. Like if your team is pushing main, you usually just want to push behind them. This is aggressive, but it is not helping your team. Ana is not a DPS, right? Right now you're basically playing DPS Ana, where you could be with your team and healing them. And with your team, I don't mean like literally on top of your team. I mean that you should be like behind your team and healing them on an angle that will get them value. So for example, hold on, that's looking forward. If your team is playing this way, you can just play here, right? You can poke from behind here. You can even come as far as here and poke to heal. You can play behind this corner and be like, okay, I can heal my team here. And then when your team pushes forward, you just move to the choke. Nano Blade, Rako's dead, but this should be winnable with Nano Blade. Never mind, our team is just dead. And if you were with your team, you could have prevented that with a decent sleep. Or with a good nade or whatever. But yeah, in this case, it's not your fault, but you're not playing with your team. Like, you don't have the sideline to keep healing your team at all times if you play there. Again, we don't have a silent at all to kill our team. You're just exposing yourself and playing DPS.
You're going to live.
You do clean up on the soldier, which is good, but again, you're basically just playing DPS. And your team probably will need your help. Your monkey right now needs your help, and you're healing him, but... Reload, throw the nade on point, throw the nade on point, throw the sleep on point. You should be doing more. Again, this is really not a great sideline. Your team is trying to take cover and you cannot see them. If you were playing main, like I said earlier, then you could rotate here, where you heal them, and then when they rotate point, you just go here. You can basically see them the entire time, or play here and you can see them the entire time. Too long don't read, I think your positioning is kind of screwing you. On this point in particular, it's especially bad. Because right now you're getting, I don't want to say no value, but both, you are not doing like nearly as much healing as you could be doing. Like you're doing like 30% less much healing, and you're being exposed to, well, whoever comes this way a lot of the time. Because if your team is coming this way, this position is fine. If your team is going main, you kind of have to have the same sideline your team has, and you get killed anyway. And it's a backline. You're basically playing frontline in this area. There's no one in front of you. If someone comes to meet you, you're dead. Plus fight, okay. Things to work on. Positioning, for sure. Playing with your team a little more will definitely help. Your nades are not great. I think it's mostly because you have to practice the aim with your grenades. But I wanted to point out one thing, which is that you don't have to hit people directly. If you hit above them with the grenade, it will actually splash them down. Like you will see that if I throw it above them, it splashes. It has a very big AoE. So long as they are anywhere near where your grenade is hitting, you can throw it like above a range shield, and it will splash people down. Like, just splashes them down. And that's what I wanted you to do on that second point, when the Rhine was just holding the shield, and you threw the grenade into the shield. I'm just like, just throw the grenade above him, into the pillar on the middle of the second point, so that it explodes and purples everyone around the Rhine. Yeah, that's basically a little bit, a little trick that you can do if you want to get big purples. Even at long range, you can be like, hey, hold on, the range is playing there. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna throw the grenade just above the Rhine shield, and get whoever's below, or the Rhine and whoever's around Rhine. As for nano, your nanos are okay, you're a little late on them, and sometimes you just nano targets that don't need it. you could be like, think about it. Like, who are you nanoing? Think about it. Genji only needs nano when he's gonna play it. He doesn't really need it otherwise. Ryan can almost always use it, but you want to wait until he's low. Rothog will not need nano most of the time. Like, Rothog will definitely not need nano to survive unless he's like 1 HP with no one near him and no heal. And maybe, but again, you really want to get as much value as you can with it. And you're not really doing that, you're just using it when you think it will benefit the fight. Okay, let's go with those. Mostly positioning though, yeah, your positioning is not great, you're playing very, like you're playing in a very aggressive position. And it's not even warranted, not required, not warranted. Like, you can get as much value. Ana is a sniper. You can get as much value playing from like all the way back here, right? Trying to do damage or trying to heal or whatever you want. From here, as you would if you were playing on top of him. Then you're gonna be like, oh no, I have to do damage. Okay, I'm doing damage, I'm healing, I'm also doing damage again. I'm gonna throw the sleep, okay. But you could be doing the same from cover and from a safe position. Because again, if you take a further back position, from all the way back here, right? You can still heal your team without exposing yourself. They have a much harder time getting to you to begin with because they have to do all of this as well. And if you want to shoot at them, not only can you shoot at them, but you can always just poke out to actually shoot at the enemy. Okay, that's probably it for now. I'll see you guys. This is the last one for today's stream. I'll see you guys on Tuesday at same time, 1 USD. Have a good time. Bye bye.